Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. Beckham. He's looking wide. Out of play for a goal kick. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vitor Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever all through his career, and that winning mentality remains very, very strong.
Yeah, they judge keepers by absence of mistakes, and he makes very few.
I'd be happy playing with him behind me.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Kimmich. That's a sharp pass. And it's Salah. Now it's Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Salah.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Chouameni.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! A fine way to mark his 50th. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now, can he beat his man? And he skips past his man. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interest. Vinicius Junior! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's got to be in here! And the first half is done. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. How would you review the first half?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Barcelona head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Haaland. Fernand and Torres! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Nice control. Now it's Haaland. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Rafinha looking to add to his goal. Mbappe. Vieira. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Davis tries to clear. Quality ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Barcelona were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Fernando Torres, number 7, Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field, number 13, Messi, number 11, Musiala.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. Five minutes left on the clock. Hits one! He has done it! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Mbappe finds himself offside. Can he get it through?
They're avoiding the blade.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. There's the shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
That's a really good execution, Peter, but you have to raise some serious questions about how he was allowed to take a touch like that.
Barcelona are already chasing the game, they didn't envisage that. That's headed upfield.
There they go, hunting again.
Koundé, here's Tchouaméni, Saliba, Rafinha, and here's Mbappe.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And it's Cancelo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mbappe.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Nuno Mendes. And that has been clubbed away. Vieira, a player of legendary status. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Quality ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. Barcelona are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Chance! Just off target. Bellingham. Opts for safety.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a...
Ah, he's given it away! Now João Neves.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Pinches it off him. Mbappe. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes. Mbappe! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Rafinha. That has been knocked clear. And there's the end of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't yet.
And the shot! He has done it! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Now the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona have their second corner now.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18. Coming on the field is number 17, Thuram.
They've played it short. Not the most accurate pass. And now they can spring out of defence.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
The attendance for
Koundé.
this match was 71,600.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Can he get onto this? Rafinha. Rafinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And the ball... Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona have their third corner.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 19, Vieira. Coming on to replace him is number 7, Conte.
Koundé plays it short. Nuno Mendes. Danger averted for now. That'll be a throw. Barcelona have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Mbappe. That is lovely. And here's Thuram. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Referee has just said play on.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, super find. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Thuram. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Added time.
Sane, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Chouameni, and it's Conte. Rafinha. Oh, nice touch.
Well, he's
And time is up. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. He gets big! He will be livid with himself. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding.
He's one-on-one! Has a go! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Lazio are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Rudiger over to the other side. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. First quarter of an hour gone. Chouameni, Mbappe, and he's surging through. That is Mbappe! He's scored! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, smashing header! And that has been clubbed away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Rafinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He could be in here. Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's managed to get rid. Nuno Mendes. Oh, he heads it! No, not the best of headers. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Weghorst. Rafinha. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. Cantona. Lazio finding their passes. Figo. And a header! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Some first half thoughts?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Cantona. He's having a go. Koundé. That could spell trouble. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. And it's Rudiger. And it's played forward. Rafinha. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pedri.
Attendance for this match was
Cantona.
70,987.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
Cantona. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution in progress. Substitution for Barcelona, number 18.
Time then for the first
Number
substitution of the
22,
game.
Chouameni. Coming on the field, number 17, Thuram.
Cantona.
Number 16.
Oh, the chip
Rodri.
pass hasn't quite come off. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Rudiger. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup, and that's really well manoeuvred.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's a player who has defined a generation. Rafinha. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Mbappe. And here's Rafinha. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Figo. Haaland bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that has left him in a heap. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Rafinha.
There will be 1 minute.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and my lad, ambitious and adventurous too.
Well seen. And with that, the final whistle. Barcelona are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is... Big chance! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rudiger. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Mbappe! That is decidedly lacking. Nuno Mendes. Weghorst. Nice interception, well timed. McAllister. Bergkamp. Beckham. It's Bergkamp! Oh, that wasn't far away.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Rafinha. Rafinha will not want to lose out here, not against... Mbappe! A real chance and a real let-off.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break. Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. Alexander-Arnold. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Weghorst. And it's Vieira. Mbappe! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Look at the space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Weghorst engages and forces him off the ball. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Van Dijk. Here's Chouameni. Bergkamp. Beckham. Nuno Mendes. Mbappe. Rafinha.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Koundé, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rafinha. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? It's a sweet ball, that. Has a go! It's in! Barcelona are back in business!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Substitution.
Time for a change in personnel. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Looks to the other side. And they're quick to get it back. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, that was vital. Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Koundé goes short. Oh, nice touch. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Koundé. And here's Thuram, and the finish!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Bergkamp, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Thuram. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
There will be 3 minutes.
Tries to get it clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. They'll have one final crack at it. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that's a... Can he finish? Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! And there goes the final whistle. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Ball driven towards... Oh, what a climb! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And here's Rafinha. He's had a hit! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Brilliantly cut out. And he's quick to get it clear again. And here's Rafinha. Big header! He's scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. What a great header. Got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead. And he's got tall. That's going to go a long way. And here's Mbappe. Great chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Mbappe certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Kubasi. For Olise. Pedri. Vinicius Junior. Kubo. Pass is just off target.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nuno Mendes plays a sharp little ball here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Bellingham. Beckham. Kubo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rafinha. Can he finish? They are rampant. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Guardiola. Bellingham. And Kubasi couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
He has found the way through. Adams wins the duel this time. And we've reached half-time. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Can he put it away? He's kept it out just. Beckham goes short. And here's Beckham. Saliba does well to get it back. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Mbappe! Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bellingham. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. And now the breakaway. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Just about up to the hour now. Olise. Weghorst does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Chips it through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Kubo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bellingham. Olise. Shapes to shoot! He scores! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 19, Vieira. Number 18, number 22, Chouameni. Coming on the field, number 7.
Barcelona
Conte.
choosing to make the first change.
17, Turner.
So is this the start of a
16,
comeback?
Rodri.
Oh, that's fabulous. Over to the left. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Mendes charging forward, the ball at his feet. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Substitutions taking place.
Corner number 2 then. Koundé plays it short. That is good strength. Skims one in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Mbappe! Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Kante. Thuram. Oh, some tackle that. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great...
David Villa! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 25.
Barcelona are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Coming on the field, number 6, Costa Curta. Number
Thuram.
10, Raul. 6 added minutes has been indicated.
Mbappe! Mbappe! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Beckham. David Villa. For Olise. That's a lovely, neat... Mbappe! We've got a goal! Deep, deep into injury time! And that is that. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Ljungberg. The fullback is in acres of space here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable... Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rafinha. And now the breakaway, and it's Messi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. De Bruyne. Great hit!
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Nuno Mendes. And here's Rafinha. And the shot! Pedri. Weghorst. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's had it taken off him. Oh, good spread. And he's making progress on the ball. Ljungberg. That was always going to be the keepers. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Vieira. He's in a good position here. Oh, good-looking ball. Mbappe. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
There will be
Rafinha.
added time.
Oh, good ball. Mbappe! Has another go! They've done it! Barcelona are back in business. Weghorst. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. So your views on the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. Adams. Now Nico Williams. Mbappe. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. And it's Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. Rafinha. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. Barcelona go into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Weghorst. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Mbappe. Tchouameni. Chance here to counter. David Villa. Oh, and he's through the middle. And the shot! He can get that clear.
Barcelona showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
In again. Now the finish! Well, it was a decent attempt in the end.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Nico Williams, number 22, Pedri. Coming on the field, number 18, Vinicius Junior. Number 19, McAllister.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. De Bruyne. Vinicius Junior. Great chance! Oh, in for the pieces! Now, who's going to be first to this? Tries to get it clear. Saliba clears it away. David tries a shot! And that could have brought them level.
I think he rushed that. He had a bit more time than he realised. He could so easily have equalised there.
Coming on to replace him is number 7, Sane.
Koundé. Not the most accurate pass. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Barcelona need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Mbappe.
Minutes has been indicated.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Over to the left. Sané wriggles his way through. Conte. And time is up. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way...